recall, we had the old copper fittings running down that fit into the water valves. And in the trial fit, unless they go in exactly right, it ends up leaking. So what I have to do now, or what I had to do, was go out to the big box and get some different types of applications so we could put in a flexible coupling. Now, two things went wrong at big box. They didn't have a 3/8 to 3/8, they had a 3/8 to a half. So our coupling we had to buy is a 3/8 to a half. And what I'll do now is show you how we go ahead and install that. Now, the first thing we have to do is get our parts together over here where we can use them. And well, actually the first thing we did was we took our cutter here and cut off the copper pipe. This is a little tube cutter. See the little wheel in there? Well, when you put it around the pipe like this and tighten down on it, you just, well, I'll just go ahead and cut a piece anyway. But what you do is you just keep twisting this and give it a turn and twist and turn and twist and turn. Now you can see the line being cut in there. Look it down in that line. See it? See, we're actually cutting this piece of pipe by using that cutter wheel and the little bit of pressure every time we go around. We're just turning and cutting, turning and cutting, tightening it down. It's getting ready almost to cut through now. But we need a nice clean cut. And there it is there. See how clean the cut is? And we've taken this little piece off here. What I've done, of course, before is taken off quite a bit of it. But this is what we need, is a clean cut. Then we need to put a 3/8 compression fitting on there. And that is this. Now generally I would buy a 3/8 to a half that was straight. But they didn't have any there, and this will work just as well because we have a flexible coupling that goes on here. Inside here, do you see the little brass ferrule in there? It won't come out, but that brass is for making the compression fitting. So what we do is we put that over the pipe, goes down till it seats, and then we put this on here and finger tight it first. Now that's going to come right off, you see? Alright, so that's where we need to tighten this. So I need to get my wrench. And I need to put this one, let's see, this one is the cold side, so it's going to go inside like that. We're going to put it like that, facing in, so that when that flex comes down, we can flex it. Okay? Now, I'm going to have to put a wrench on here too, the red handles. Thank you. And hold this so I can get the compression fitting to work. Hold on a minute. Now I've got a better hold on it. So we start to tighten our compression fitting. This takes some oomph in there. You can hear it's really making that brass ferrule go around the copper. Now this is in there solid now. See, this is not moving in any way or another. And then what ultimately is going to happen, this 3/8 end here will go on our water line, and as with the toilets, they have the rubber compression fitting inside, and then because we had to use the 1/2 inch, we put the 1/2 inch compression fitting on the one for the pipe. So it'll go on here. Now with a compression fitting, you basically go finger tight because we have that rubber in there, but then we take our pliers and give it another turn until it's nice and firm. And you can feel that in your hand with the pressure on the knob. You kind of hear that squeaky squeak. That's just saying, oh, I'm tight enough in there. Hooked up the flexible connectors to the water lines, and we've turned the water on to make sure that we have no leaks between the water line and the faucet. Our next job is to hook up, we're going to put the trap back on, and that'll help hold the faucet in place for us, or the sink in place for us. And then we'll have to put the little metal L clips back in, the ones that we took out. We'll put some of those back in to hold it in place. Back up the U-trap here. We get the one in the back started first, and then we can kind of just move the sink around a little bit because it's loose. Okay, and that takes care of that.